Hi, this is Lakon Oscar Delta Delta here, and today I'm bringing you a video just talking about my impressions of the 1.6 patch. Overall, I think they've done a really good job. Yes, there's bugs and glitches, but I'm sure we'll get the patch of the patch, which will probably fix all them. It's something that always happens when we get a big update from Frontier, and this was a huge update with a lot of things in it. I love the mission board stuff, I love the improvements to the galaxy map, I love the fact you can see community goals from anywhere in the galaxy. I adore the fact that you can use your discovery scanner to locate the source of your mission. Like I had to salvage some black boxes and I just jammed on that, told me to go to a planet. I went there, it located the black boxes and told me where they were, or where the mission signal was. And that sort of stuff, great. The update has been brilliant. Now obviously there is the elephant in the cargo hold of the new AI and how challenging it is. And I'm going to chip in with my 2 penneth worth because a lot's been said from both sides, and I can kind of see both sides of the argument, and I understand those who seek combat want it to be challenging, and I completely understand why, because prior to this patch combat wasn't challenging and it was particularly dull. I really found it uninspired and uninteresting when I was doing res hunting. I used to just wing up with noobs and have fun in parties when I res hunted. I will just point out this combat may have gone differently if that lock on with my torpedo had worked the first time, but as it didn't, the guy gets his shields up and total waste of my 15 grand torpedo. Cheers game. Anyway, where was I? Oh yeah, so I used to wing up with noobs because that was the only way that I could find res hunting an enjoyable task. Now I have got a deadly combat rank, God knows how. It's probably the amount of people I've rammed to death with my Type 7, but all in all, I'm not a guy who seeks out combat that often. I do enjoy PvP, but the only challenging combat you could get in Elite Dangerous was PvP when facing off against another player. The AI was slow, boring and predictable, so the AI did need tweaking. However, the AI being tweaked has left some of the casual players, some of my friends included, at a complete loss, and some of them have stated to me that they wish to quit the game because they are struggling so much with the level of the NPCs and the fact that they can get killed at any moment. They're just finding it too stressful. Me personally, I'm still winging around in my Type 7, and so far I haven't died in my Type 7 since the patch, but I've come close. I mean, you'll see, I'm getting the shit kicked out of me by an ass scout of all things in this combat. I mean, who friggin' hell puts bloody frag cannons on an ass scout, I ask you. But there's principle here. I've wasted money on this ass scout with my torpedo, so I'm still desperate to stick around long enough for the kill to happen, even if I do have to get the police to help me. But I understand the argument that, you know, NPCs needed to be tweaked and made harder for those who want to seek combat, because it was too dull otherwise. Now I would make it that if you seek combat you get rewarded with challenging combat, so I would make anywhere you go to get combat, like conflict zones and res sites and nav beacons, challenging new AI combat. I would make power play interdictions challenging new AI combat, because people who go into power play are committing to fight for their power, so therefore they should face a challenge. But I would make regular interdictions, pirate interdictions just around, I would make them of a lesser AI. Not quite as dim as it was before, but not quite as challenging as the new one's been. That way you strike a balance between people who seek combat and want a challenge, and the thrill seekers who should get their thrills, and the casuals who need a little bit of respite and relaxation. Because a lot of people play this game to relax and not for a challenge. And there's my lovely cockerel Scumpy. Some people didn't believe he existed, so I thought I'd put him in this video. He does live in the house with me. He is part of the cockerel rescue we run. Now, that's my 2 penneth worth on the subject of NPCs, and hopefully it gets put to bed soon as an issue. But that's all for this video, and at least the repair bills on my Type 7 are cheap. That's all, thanks for watching.